another VA status. This time we're going against the Heat. Like I said, last game was good, wasn't it? Oh yeah, I liked it. That one was hype. Trying to I can't find. I'm on broadcasting. Okay, there you go. Hello everybody, like I was saying at first, I'm about to broadcast. We about to go against the Spurs, about to go against the Heat, the Miami Heat. We at their home. Okay, let's get this game started.
Reporting from the sideline. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the New Orleans Pelicans.
And guys, that was their night. I mean, it seemed like
we took that.
A shot went in.
It's not often you see an entire team like that on the burner. They were having some fun out there as the shots just kept on falling.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, the Heat has a hard-nosed ethic that stays constant even as the roster changes. Coach Eric Spoelstra said it's a relentless competitiveness to do whatever it takes to win. You have to develop that mentality. This is and forever will.
Don't back down, David. Thank you. Brent, as the season develops in these early stages, what are teams trying to work on or get right before things get into full swing?
Well, in the beginning of the season, Kevin, you're really talking about the fundamentals of your offensive and defensive principles. The playbook will expand as the season
Get this shit started, baby.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening line. Bills
that's all right.
In the backcourt. Leonard and Aldridge, the two stars at the 3 and the 4. And it's Gasol at the 5. And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Green kicks to Mills. Aldridge dishes to Gasol. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
And the stick. With the attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
It's stolen by Green.
Oh.
And stolen by Whiteside. Johnson in the corner. Fires the 3.
Get that out there, buddy.
It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Down low. Here's Green. Gonna go that time. Rockets with some nice D. So the Heat, their last game, a win against Charlotte.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just...
Yeah, we had to fight. We couldn't let them shoot that shit, yo. Like,
to come by for them, that's for sure. I'd have surrendered too if I was trying to defend against that potent attack.
And Brent, you look at how the Spurs played last season, and any other season they might have had the best record in the league.
Well, they did have the best record that Greg Popovich has had as a coach with San Antonio, with 67 wins. And it was under the radar because of the Warriors' historic mark last year with 73. But it was the first time in history that the NBA had two different 35-win teams at the midway point of the season. It set up the stage for an epic showdown, and really some people let down that never happened.
And he's good on the second. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Aldridge, and Aldridge it in.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
On offense, here are the Heat. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Knocked away.
Give me that.
In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Oh.
No run.
That set had everything but the finish. You know, even though they missed that shot, they know they will convert that more times.
Give me that back.
Johnson, a wide open look.
Oh, good shot.
Assist from Dragic.
Good shot.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Mills passes to Gasol. Back to Mills. Spurs.
Oh my God.
Now. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. Shot's good by Mills.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Fearless, despite the size mismatch.
Give me that.
Leonard kicks to Gasol. And the white from Green.
Oh.
No good on the triple. Miami's got 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Whiteside.
Give me that.
Opportunity.
Great job on Whiteside there to get himself to the free throw line so he could knock that one down.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
And it's on Whiteside, signing a max contract to return to the Miami Heat this summer. What a dramatic change of fortune for a player, Greg, who bounced around early in his career.
And how about it, Kevin? I think he may be the first player in history to jump from making the NBA minimum to the NBA maximum in one season. He's going to be making 30 times more than he did last year. And who wouldn't like that kind of a pay raise?
And both free throws good from Whiteside. Hard to believe that Hassan Whiteside wasn't even in the NBA a few seasons ago, Brent. Took some time off, but what a find he has been since coming back into the league.
Well, it's been nice to see him re-engage and maybe turn around his attitude and work ethic and maybe wanting this at his size. You have to give credit to Whiteside for not giving up, putting some of that work in to become the player he is right now.
There you go.
And you look at Danny Green, your prototypical 3-and-D wing player, a catch-and-shoot specialist.
He was about to take that shit in, yo.
Great fit for the Spurs system.
They couldn't hold him no more. They had to foul him, though.
Molding, not a super crafty ball handler, but he's got a quick release from the outside and shoots pretty well, even with a hand in his face.
First free throw is good.
And such an important contributor to his team's success over the years. It's amazing that Green was a second-round pick and coming out of a big school at that.
Both free throws good from Green.
And the Heat making some trades last season to get underneath that luxury tax threshold. They reset the clock on the dreaded repeater tax, which absolutely hammers teams for being over the tax for consecutive years.
Whiteside kicks to Johnson. Not really his range, and it's off target. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Aldridge, and by Aldridge.
Not just a great shot maker these days. Aldridge can still throw it down on you if you let him get all the way in.
He'd have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Brent, as you look at how the Heat have moved to get under the cap, and even with the tax ramifications, they brought in Joe Johnson. It's become a big consideration for teams.
Well, there's no doubt that the penalty with regards to the tax doubling up and sometimes tripling up what it is that franchises will pay for going through the luxury threshold is affecting the decision-making of the general managers around the league. But this huge boost in salary cap space, Kevin, that's going to raise some eyebrows as well.
And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
The Heat trail by 6.
Give me that.
And here's Dragic against Charlotte. He was really on his game to stop the run. A rebound by the Spurs.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And nice job again, that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
They're clearly dialed in, making each possession count. Now the challenge is, let's maintain that focus and concentration.
Waiters gets a wide open look. Lights out. And that one goes in. And it's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
All about positioning. Whiteside throws himself into the mix and comes away with the rebound.
A different look for Miami. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Johnson. Ellington comes in for Waiters. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Free throw, good.
That's all right. You can have that, buddy.
Leading by 5. There's the dish to Ginobili. And the pass to Murray. Puts up a 3. And no good. Good D by Johnson. Feeds it to Ellington. There's the double team with Ginobili.
There you go. Oh, my God.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, you want your guys to attack with confidence, but that's just a bad look.
The Heat trail by 5. There's the double team with Ginobili. Winslow kicks to Ellington. Here's Whiteside. By Ginobili. Kicks to back. Good. 9 points for Hassan Whiteside. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray, the pass to Anderson. To the middle. Here's Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Winslow setting the pick for Whiteside. He kicks it to Ellington. Low block shot on the way. Jump shot is good. Ellington's got his first basket of the night.
Put that pass right on target. Way to get your teammates involved.
Here's Anderson, and finished by Anderson.
So blessed with excellent court vision, especially for a wing player. Ginobili repeatedly finds the open man.
Now Johnson. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte. This is to Whiteside. That's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Well, he had a jump on it, had a chance to make the play, but not.
He got in. Yeah, he got in.
The lead pass we've come to expect from him.
That's better than nothing.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to
Oh.
wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Well, they snuck out to the lead partly because of the play calling, largely because of the execution.
On the court for San
Oh.
Antonio in the second. They've got Anderson.
Oh.
This is out there with Murray. Then it's Dwayne Dedman, and it's Lee in at the 4 slot. Here's Johnson, and the bucket right there. When you think of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, I mean, the slashers, though, seem to always come to the fore. The players who make their mail, attacking the rim. It's so fun to watch.
Well, James Harden really does it best in the league, and I've watched James Harden games on television.
There you go.
I've also had an incredible pleasure being able to call James Harden games by the court, and to see him manipulate defenders, and I'm not
talking about
one, I'm talking about 3 and 4 on possessions to find his way to the free throw line. He is remarkable and has an uncanny ability to draw those fouls.
Slithers. He doesn't. I don't know if it's power, although I think he's a very strong, physically strong guy. He controls his body about as well as any.
He controls his body, Kevin, and is able to stop, start, change angles that a lot of players just can't even think about. They just don't even conceive that you're able to do that. That slow down 2-step, and he does so many tricky things also, Kevin, with the way he moves the ball around. He extends it away from his body, brings it back in, brings it to the defender.
There you go.
Defender, and guess what? It results in free throws most every time.
Something to watch. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys,
Give me that.
Popovich has set the standard with more than 1,500 career victories. Last season, he set the record with his 18th 50-win season, passing Pat Riley.
I might know how to play this, but I'm not good at playing online, though.
Been here a long time.
It's the only thing.
Players. That's the formula. Getting the players is difficult. I've been fortunate to have good ones. Guys, he's no glory hound. He knows what makes success.
No, but he can take a lot of the credit regardless. D.A., thanks. A shot by Ellington, no good. Spurs leading by 5. Inside.
Oh.
Deflected. Stolen by Bosh. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way.
There you go.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
A different look for Miami. Johnson comes in for Wayne Ellington.
Yeah.
Dragic in for Johnson. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Spurs. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Oh, my God.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down. Now
He got in that time. Yeah, he did.
one thing that Coach Spoelstra doesn't get enough credit is his attention on the defensive end, Brett. Rarely do you see a team he is in charge of struggle on that side of the ball.
I think Spo has so many different ways that he can deploy his defense and gets very creative with the way he uses his active big guys out on screen. A great defensive mind in the game.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Here's Waiters. Good.
Oh, my God.
Assist that time. Waiters got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Let's face it, with this guy, it is bombs away every chance he gets. Got to get up on Waiters.
Aldridge against Winslow.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3 pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's
dog.
Here's Waiters.
Oh, my God.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that.
All right.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The drive by Green, and Green slams it in.
And for a guy who once had few, if any, dribble drive skills coming into the league, you have to like Green's aggressiveness.
The Heat have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter.
Oh.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Pau Gasol is checked in for the Spurs. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. No good from Dragic. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And there's that quickness. Mills trying to do a better job attacking inside these days.
The steal. Here's Ginobili, and it's Mike Ginobili with the finish.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive.
Get that out there.
Found your mistake.
Just 5 on the clock.
So far, he has not had his usual effort in this one, and it's really hurting the team. Well, even in these limited minutes, Emmanuel continues to provide elite at the shooting guard position. Finds ways.
Oh my God! Again, though.
Scoring. It's his playmaking and just his spirit that helped the Spurs in many instances.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Bosch. Gasol.
Give me that.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
That's how you draw it up. Each guy doing his part. Beautiful fast break.
And that was Kia bringing it up on the big-time play.
Thank you.
It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Gasol kicks to Anderson. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Count the basket. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And Kyle gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A different look from
that's all right.
Whiteside's checked in for Waiters, and it's Tyler Johnson.
Come see me, of course. Come see me, of course. You'll never come to me. The first. What the fuck is he doing right now? God, man. For some reason, it's just...
Stolen by Ginobili. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Baseline jumper. Mills can't hit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
You two robbing me, man.
Long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Simmons with it.
Oh, my God.
And stolen by Whiteside. Johnson outside. Poke loose. And the first half comes to a close.
They robbed me on YouTube, man.
Spurs lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Oh, my God, man.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
We played good D.
That was 4 words. Thanks, Bob. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, I never one word to say. They had good D.
Back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
He walked off.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of action so far in this one. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box out, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway. We'll see you after the break.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
Well, ending a game with a double-double is typically a good night. Ending the half with one, well, that's some amazing work.
I have to take it off of YouTube because it's going bogus, man. They don't want to that.
Spurs leading by 5. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat.
Oh, fuck. I figured that shit was going to happen.
Dragic is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Johnson in at the small forward.
I can't let him get in there, B.
Bosch, a screen on Gasol.
Oh,
and the foul
God.
called on Paul Gasol.
Come see me, of course.
Bring you the chance to play under Coach Greg Popovich during your first seasons with the
They riding me on YouTube, man.
accolades and plaudits. What stands out to you about him as a coach?
The one thing about Pop that stands
Oh, my God, man, because I ain't set my man up, yo.
the rhythm of the season is something that he has
That's why I fucked that up.
tremendous amount of control over.
Feel.
There's no doubt about
Take that.
Pop's so
No.
good about
Oh,
understanding
yeah, give me that.
and the emotions of
Take that.
the game.
Uh.
And on top of that, the priority with which the game should have in your life. And that's the kind of player that they're looking for. They understand that the player has to understand the job, his accountability to his teammates, the role that he's asked to play, and then lastly, just how important basketball is in the grand scheme of things.
And it's Johnson again missing. Leonard kicks to Gasol. Foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
You two robbed me, man. I'm going to delete this video.
Gasol is just how aware he is out on the floor, not only on the defensive end, how he'll help out, but also his vision as a passer on the offensive side.
Really, Kevin, one of the best passing bigs to ever play the game, and it's a part of why he's been the crux of so many offenses. Very good at identifying and exploiting a mismatch for himself or others. Never forces things on offense and always takes what the team's given.
Maurice checked in for Patty Mills. No good on the second free throw.
Ain't that a bit?
And over the years, Gasol has proven himself to be a valuable teammate.
Oh, okay. I know I saw him in there, yo.
Just about
That's all right, though.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in inside.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Tony Parker is in his 16th season in the NBA, and he says, if I'm healthy, hopefully I can play 20 seasons, and then I'll be ready to retire. My time will come soon, but I want to enjoy my last years in the NBA. Kevin, he said he obviously wants to finish his career as a Spur.
Thanks to you, that's so rare in any sport nowadays to spend your whole career with one team. Years later, and that's
good shot.
With the assist.
Good shot.
Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. Jumped by Aldridge.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
And stolen by Murray. 3-pointer.
Oh my God.
Rebound. Whiteside's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Dragic. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Aldridge penetrating. Leonard. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And the stability of the San Antonio roster had always been one of their strengths, but with the departure of some of their veteran stalwarts, this Spurs team has a new look.
It's been really interesting how they've restructured what it is the franchise's foundation is going to be as they move forward. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge becoming the pillars of what the next 5 or 6 years of San Antonio will be.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Some of that right now might be a lack of toughness, but you can't combine that with laziness. Guys are not crashing down and closing off those driving lanes.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Green. Winslow with it. Picked up by Ginobili. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
Oh my God, I fucked up. I forgot I had the ball. I didn't even know I had the ball, man.
To have ever played.
Damn it.
Endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves.
I thought they had the ball, yo. Make sure that I wasn't paying attention that time.
Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low post defender.
And it's the Heat with the ball. 9-point game. Ellington the pass to Johnson. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock. Here in the third.
Give me that.
Stolen by Simmons. With the slam.
Slithering around that unorthodox style, Ginobili sneaks in there with the dribble drive.
To the inside. It's tipped. The sixth make. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. Spurs leading by 9. Kicks to Murray. Another shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And here we go with the break.
Boom, that drop would have been nice. He would have jumped all over all of them.
Their guards have certainly pulled their weight.
65%.
It's something that coaches harp on all the time. Team rebounding has certainly been one of the positives here tonight.
And he knocks down the first one. Brent, at some point, all NBA players know when it's time to hang him up. Kobe went through it last year. What was the moment for you?
The moment for me, Kevin, was in Portland, Oregon. Happened to be playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. And a guy named Rudy Fernandez was on the Trailblazers at that time. And Rudy played like the road runner. He did not stop running. And I remember there was a play where I tried to chase him off a screen. He came around the screen, went up for a lob dunk, and I could not catch up to him. And I thought to myself, this might be a good time to think about the end of your career.
It happens that suddenly. You can pinpoint it to one play.
I don't know that every player can do that, but thank you, Rudy Fernandez, for the clear-cut message that was going to be my last season.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
I think he spotted an area on the floor to gain that separation and then let it fly with a quick release.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Ginobili. Some last season stats for him. He was around 9 points per last year, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And that one falls for David Lee.
Yeah.
And so David Lee nails them both. 1:29 left in the third. Johnson outside. To the right side. From deep. Here's Whiteside. The shot,
Give me that.
no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami.
Oh.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have...
Okay.
We'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too. Both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Here's Lee. The Heat getting the bucket.
Oh, my God. I don't know why I did that.
By Johnson. In transition, here comes Miami. Johnson's got
I don't know why I did that. I set my own self up.
Oh, I thought Winslow was going to rip that rim off. What a dunk.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Dedmon dishes to Simmons. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Heat trail by 6. The feed to Johnson. Here's Magruder. He's covered by Murray. Tipped away. Lee with the steal. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. He dishes it to Ellington. Winslow kicks to Bosch. With 2 seconds left. Hits.
Oh, my God.
And the bucket's good.
As soon as Bosch
What the fuck, man? Why that shit messing up now, yo?
Defense, they really have no answer when he's that close to the basket.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter.
Because,
leading by 4.
My internet.
Coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
What's up on my internet?
Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Every loose ball, 50-50. We got to come up with those. Those will decide the game.
Coach Eric Spoelstra wanting every possible possession, asking his guys for the extra effort.
And it's not just raising your intensity level. You have to maintain it for the long haul. I mean, to really wear down your opponent, you want to break their spirit.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. On the court for San Antonio, the defensive duo of Green and Leonard make up the perimeter.
Oh my God, I won't watch him. NBA.
And it's Mills in at the one spot.
Just impressed with the...
Okay, yeah, that's it. All right.
Teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
San Antonio leading. Here's Green, and two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
Well, such smarts there. Green knows exactly where to pick his spots and how to generate some points.
And you have to like what Danny Green, Brent, brings to the table defensively. Long arms. Very quick for his size. And he can defend 1 through 3.
Well, that's a pretty good tandem if you're suiting up next to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi takes the stronger guy, and Danny Green usually goes to the quickness defensively. And Green also a strong defensive rebounder and one of the better perimeter shot blockers in the game.
Pau Gasol is checked in for the Spurs. Both free throws good from Green.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Mills with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And finished off by Anderson.
And for all his scoring, all of his defense, Leonard also continues to become a better and better playmaker.
Up top, Dragic, covered by Mills. Johnson, wide open, he fired. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 6. And Leonard with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Dragic. Bosh.
Okay.
That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 8 points for Chris Bosh.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Anderson kicks to Mills. And the 3 off target. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. Johnson outside. Back to Dragic. And he was in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Whiteside's checked in for Johnson. And San Antonio with the change here, too. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Anderson.
Well, Dragic is very good with the basketball, but it seems like he's even better after he gets pressure. He does not dribble himself all that often into situations he can't find his way out of, either with the bounce or with the pass.
Here's Green, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Green's got 4 points in the quarter. The Heat trail by 5.
Okay.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. And with Dragic and his lack of turnovers, Brent, it's one of the reasons why he can play both guard positions with ease.
Well, I like how he can be aggressive, yet still play under control. That's when he's at his best. When the floor opens up and the Dragon has some space, he can light you on fire.
Agreed. Murray's checked in for San Antonio.
Oh, my God.
Aldridge missing.
I don't know why I did that.
Very often, plenty of space, but he just basically whiffs on that.
A putback by.
Okay.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Leonard kicks to Gasol. They kick it out to Green. Here's Aldridge.
Well, pick a tool out of the toolbox. The sheer number of Aldridge's move inside make him so hard not to foul. And LaMarcus at 6'11" is capable of playing both the power forward spot and, as the league moves forward, the center position. He favors playing the 4, but that versatility was huge in the Spurs signing him and keeping him around, something every team would value.
And he knocks down the first one.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft, Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
So he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a 2-possession game.
And when you talk about Aldridge at the 4 or at the 5, Brent, which position he's best in?
Well, Kevin, seeing the league going smaller and smaller, he's more skilled, I think, than most centers at that 5 spot. He's got great foot speed, lateral movement's good, and he can stay in front of the smaller players.
Okay.
Enables him to stay big.
All right, Bosh.
Small ball liners.
All right, Bosh.
The team continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the 4th.
Murray, the pass to Green. Count it.
There you go.
9 points here in the second half.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Inside.
Give me that. Okay.
Count it. 19 points for House on Whiteside.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Murray dishes to Gasol. Down low. Here's Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 5 assists in the game.
And there's that suddenness. Leonard in traffic, inside, still able to explode up and convert.
Now, here's Dragic. Got a piece of it. He's all alone. All going up court.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And so here is Miami after the basket by San Antonio.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. It's good by Green.
Boy, if you're going to just hand him this shot, you might as well put a bow on it. Green loves the catch and shoot.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 12. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in.
I guess after this game, I'll probably be broadcasting some GTA online. Soon as it's over with.
Miami with the ball. Down by 12.
Woo!
It gets the bucket.
Well, this is what he does. He is a threat to generate points every time down the court.
And Mills gets to Gasol. To the paint.
Oh!
Waiters. He's open. It's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
God damn it.
San Antonio leading by 10.
And it just playing this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Spurs.
Great, generous ball
Boom.
tonight. A thing
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And during the
you mother.
Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against their squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Kawhi Leonard. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected energy into every.
All right.
And Bosch able to
you can have that.
Persistence from Bosch, keeping after the ball on the glass and following it up with a nice putback.
But he recovers it. Rockets left side. The tray.
Not there.
Aldridge inside. He's up against Bosch. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Come see me, of course. Come see me, of course. You don't ever come to me.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good for Mulder.
Where the 2 legs at, man? Pull all the 2 legs, yo.
Puts this one out of reach.
Pull the 2 legs out.
The Heat.
Out of this game, yo.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Still got to finish.
Man, don't say nothing. Let them keep doing it. I'm about to get on some GTA, yo, like, hey.
For 3, Ellington.
Boop.
They get the rebound. Bosch dishes to Whiteside. Puts up a 3.
Boop.
It doesn't go for him. And so it's San Antonio.
Ball game.
This was a very strong showing.
All right, thanks for joining my channel. Like and subscribe.
Very good about it.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on.
Next time I broadcast, I'm going to be broadcasting GTA.
You have to feel good about it.
Online.
Outstanding effort all the way around.
And now
catch me on GTA.
David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Like I said, I had a good time.
Well, Marcus, this was
a good game.
Team. What was the most important element to the team?
Look at Leonard.
Like this.
think guys with energy, I think guys.
Oh, shit.
We just got, just win games right now.
Oh, yeah, I got to make sure.
Marcus, back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always.
It looks like I'm up by myself tonight. I'm going to be playing all night.
Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, sitting here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge. What'd you think, Shaq?
This game was the property of LaMarcus Aldridge, guys. He was a beast on the low block. I know he's a
12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists.
Trailblazer LaMarcus tonight. That's why he posed so many problems. Defenses cannot figure out what to do about this man.
He shot over 50% from the field tonight, partly because he was in constant motion. He found the gaps in the defense, and that made him get open looks.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith.
Thank you.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Thank you.
Harlan,
thank you. Thank
the
you.
entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people here.
The long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
See you next time.
Shaq, something wrong with him. With a reindeer, the same deal. So we gotta play against the Jazz next time you see me broadcast. We're gonna play against the Jazz. But sorry, gotta go. Catch me in a few minutes on my broadcast GTA. Sorry,